You're listening to 911 on the Rocks.
I hate that countdown. Hello, welcome to 911 on the Rocks, a Fandom on the Rocks podcast. I am Emily.
I'm Mandy.
And I'm Allison.
And this is season 1, episode 2, Let Go.
We were just talking about how sometimes titles mean nothing and sometimes they mean everything. And this one feels mean.
And this one is accurate.
This one hurts.
This episode aired January 10th, 2018. The rundown is a roller coaster malfunctions at an amusement park. Athena and Hen respond to an unusual home invasion, and a couple's dispute leads to a dramatic rescue. Oh.
Why do I only remember 2 of those things?
I only remembered one of those things.
Oh. Well, some of you have only watched it a few times and not 400.
That's right.
This episode was written by RBT instead of RBI from the Glee days, but this is Ryan, Brad, and Tim.
I understand.
Yes. So we dive right in to everyone's favorite ramshackle amusement park. They just drop us right in without supervision.
Yeah. Is this one of those like permanent amusement parks, or is this one of the like traveling ones? Do we know?
Well, they called it the county fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the LA County Fair, I guess.
I was literally wondering that as I watched it. I was like, where is this? That they were the like emergency people called.
Okay, listen, what you have to understand is
Los Angeles is big, but the 118 is bigger.
Yes.
Okay. Do I just need to stop questioning logic about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ignore both time and geography.
Yeah, the 118 seems to respond to things from, let's say, San Francisco all the way to the Mexican border.
All the way down.
Yeah. Their jurisdiction is not just DTLA, it's everywhere.
They need a raise. Whoever is driving that fire truck like 900 miles, a week.
A day. Yeah.
A day.
That engineer.
And there are other firehouses. We meet some of them sometimes. Do they just get bullied out of their jobs?
Maybe they're just really, really bad at their jobs. They're just like, no, if we let it ring, someone else will answer it.
Yeah. The 126, they're just like, fucking hell, they're here already.
No one else.
Yeah. It's only the 118 and apparently only A shift.
Yes, only A shift. C shift is over here just like taking naps and doing trainings.
Yeah. They're the ones actually learning things week to week because A shift doesn't do anything. Not one training to be had for them. But yes, they are the ones responding, even though they probably shouldn't be, because I doubt this fair is in the middle of Los Angeles. And we meet Devin, our nervous buddy Devin, and his super excited Chad. I'm the Devin here. I don't care for roller coasters, and I certainly don't care when they've just been thrown together.
See, I'm usually the Chad in this scenario, but in this particular ensemble cast, I'm the Devin.
The Devin, yeah.
I'm a roller coaster person, except the occasion where I cannot guarantee like how long they took to set it up and also like the sobriety of the person that set it up.
Right. Yeah.
Long-standing roller coasters, yeah, okay. I'll be a little riskier. This one I would not have ridden.
No.
Like, there's something about the risk of like the perceived risk of riding a roller coaster, and then there's the actual risk of riding a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the perceived risk.
Yeah, I want the perceived risk. I do not want the actual risk.
And like fucking Chad is like, you should just cross your fear off a list. Like, why does he have to?
And okay, so Chad, not that I think learning everything we learned about in the episode, like Chad is trying his very best to like, hype him up and bro him up and do all these whatevers. But Chad just keeps digging himself in deeper and deeper and deeper.
He does.
With those hot girls in front of us who aren't looking at them,
No.
who haven't been paying attention, who aren't present. It's like, they're going to put our faces all over the internet with #pussies. And it's like, one, not relevant. 2, they're not paying attention to you. Maybe they were in a cutscene, but they're not now. Why is this relevant, friend?
No, but Devin does a fear that I have, which is that people will film you in your worst moments and put it on the internet.
Oh, absolutely, which is terrible and terrifying, and I fucking hate it. Like, stop it.
People have this whole argument about like, well, you're in public, It's legal to film people in public. Well, maybe, but should you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
And there's a difference between you're taking a picture of your friend and someone happens to be caught in the background versus you actively filming someone distress and posting it for likes and clout. And the fact that people can't see that is like disturbing. But yeah, so Devin is worried about a number of things, which he should be. But they get onto this coaster. And there's kind of like a moment where they put the safety bar down and it kind of like cha-chink, cha-chinks.
And this is one of my very real fears on roller coasters
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
I don't always feel the click. I don't
Uh-huh.
always trust the click.
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause
don't get
Chad's over
on
here with his safety belt and the bar, and Devin over here, who is, like, a little bigger than the roller coaster was intended for.
but they don't talk about that either.
They don't talk about that. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been a great
Mhm.
thing to have,
Yeah.
one of Devin's many legitimate reasons for not wanting to go on the roller coaster
Yeah.
is like, I grew out of this thing years ago.
Mhm.
My sister and I always used to go on it, and I can't anymore. Don't make me do it.
Yeah.
Because the nanosecond, like, because I knew where this was gonna end up, but, like, the nanosecond that bar, like, doesn't firmly click, I'm like, "Oh, that's mine. That's my fear.
Yeah.
I know what's happening to this man. I know it's coming. I know it's coming." Ugh,
And it does.
and it does.
Yeah. They go down, I don't know, what are they called? Hills? I don't know. And
Ugh.
that safety bar flies open, but it's Chad who gets the boot.
But Chad is also the one who had both safety things attached. Chad buckled his seatbelt.
But it's Glee. So like
It's
he's
RTP.
trying too.
It's
He is gone. Yeah, it's fucking wild. So we cut to the rescue portion. This is call number 1. This is our rescue. Buck, our baby Buck, is already on a ladder.
Of course he is.
He's going to climb up to the coaster and do some harness work to get people down because we've got Devin hanging by his hands upside down. Well, like
Can
the
some
chair's
can
upside
someone
down.
can someone explain this to me?
What?
I need someone more grown up than me to explain the roller coaster, like, the malfunction of the roller coaster was that the thingy popped up, right? And then Chad went for a
Completely.
little airplane flight.
Yeah.
Why have they stopped the roller coaster
Upside down.
upside down at the top of wouldn't you figure that,
Listen.
like, maybe they could, like, let it keep going until they've reached a safe locate like, haven't we
Listen.
No?
It's cooler looking if people are dangling in the air rather than seated at the apex where they can be safely rescued, I think is what happened.
But it's Glee.
But it just looks cooler so that Buck can do his daredevil stuff. Just what he says he's doing. Yeah, I think it's just because it looks cooler. It's riskier. Devin asks about Chad, but Chad is super dead on the ground, which is unfortunate.
Sorry, Chad.
Sorry about that. And Devin is not wrong about being filmed because fucking everybody on the ground is filming this rescue and like the dead body on the ground.
Yeah.
And like pointing cameras up at him as he holds on for his actual life. And I would be mortified. I don't want to die on camera. Even though you wouldn't know about it after the fact, right? Like you're not going to know that you got posted to TikTok that you died, but in that moment you would, right? Like it's
It really does.
So Buck is actually, I think, for someone who says he's been on the job 4 months, kind of good at talking people down.
He's trying his best.
For being like a punk ass 25-year-old. His age is questionable. We never quite know how old this man is.
No.
I'm going to say he's 35 in season 9.
That
So
seems
he's
reasonable.
like 25, 26.
That seems about what I would have like just guessed if you'd asked me randomly.
Yeah. Now, his backstory makes it like changes. So who knows? But he's trying really hard to get Devin to reach out for him because he can't quite reach to get this like harness loop around him. And he's doing this like, I will not let you go. Buck has a problem of telling people absolutes. I will rescue you. I will not let you go. You're all going to be fine. Everyone's happy. It's all good.
I promise.
I promise. And Devin says he can't. And then he lets go of the roller coaster.
And Buck is crushed, and so are we.
And so is Devin.
Yeah.
And so is Devin. You hear him splat on the ground. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Something I loved in this scene is, so Buck is trying to comfort Devin. It's like, we're just going to get you down. We're going to get you safe. It's going to be okay. And he keeps asking about Chad, and he does the thing. And all of the firefighters kind of work together in order to create this narrative. Buck asks Bobby over the radio. Bobby asks Chimney. Bobby knows what the answer is, that Chad didn't make it. But, I don't want them knowing that. I don't want everyone up there to know that he's dead.
Yep.
And so he orchestrates the circus in order to help protect people for as long as he can. And I really love that.
Yeah, me too.
Bobby Nash, the man that you are.
I know. Even though his attitude in these first episodes, he's like, Bobby is also on edge.
Bobby is deeply on edge this whole episode. You remember the first person you lost? And Bobby's like, I sure do.
Yeah, sure do. Yeah, I think about it all the time as I try not to kill myself.
All the time.
Yeah, he's a ticking time bomb. It's great. So we go back to the firehouse where one Evan Buckley still has hair on his arms.
He does.
And it
Does he
glows
not
in the
later on?
sunlight.
No, he does not.
Oh, that's a choice.
So, because at this age, Oliver Stark doesn't have as many tattoos. So the makeup that they use to cover him up isn't quite as thick.
Oh, I see.
As
Okay,
he
so
gets older, he
the
gets
arm
more
hair with the
tattoo.
collateral damage.
Yeah.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So remember in the first episode where he's shirtless and he's just like baby seal smooth?
Yeah.
The actor is not. So they made a conscious decision to wax him down Darren Criss style.
I was gonna say they Darren Criss that man.
They
did
Darren Criss him because if you see him in other roles where he's younger, he's got chest, stomach, whole situation happening. Hair. He's got full body hair, which is great because he's an adult man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that thing that makes him look grown up.
Correct. Yeah, the thing that makes him look like an adult. And then episode 1 is just a smooth baby seal. You're like, hold on.
Wait a second.
Why? Why?
And we'll find some locations throughout the series where he's a different color.
Yeah.
Than other places.
There are times you're just like, that is one orange arm and it doesn't match.
I'm so ready for the Buck color experience.
It is. Indeed. Yeah. So
it's an experience.
Here, he still has arm hair because of his natural hair color. It's a bit gingery, so it's kind of fun. And maybe that's the orange paint problem. I don't know what happens. I would love to talk to hair and makeup and be like, I know there's a secret and that it's not always your fault. There's got to be a lighting trick, a lighting issue, a coloration issue with filming. What
do it in post,
what happens? Yeah. But he's a sad boy. He's so sad that he doesn't want to eat, which is another headcanon a lot of people have is about Buck and eating disorders. Because especially early Buck spends a lot of time talking about his body fat percentage and eating his macros and micros and keto but I think this is just sad boy doesn't want to eat.
Yeah.
And they talk
when you're grieving, you don't necessarily want to eat.
Yeah. And he's really stuck on the fact that Devin wouldn't take his hand, wouldn't cross that line with him. And Chim is, listen, you have to get over it because it's going to happen again. And he says this thing you're looking at the job like they're long-term relationships and they're one-night stands, which is not the Chimney we know.
No, that's not the Chimney we know. It's also kind of interesting to look at because we established Buck in his one-night stands last episode. And Buck doesn't want a one-night stand. He wants their real name and their real phone number.
Also, Chimney, who has one girlfriend, and then who
lies to.
Who lies to, and who's going to meet someone and never date anybody else ever again.
Ever again.
Ever.
Ever again.
My man. Just you wait.
One night stand. That night stand that you then move into your home and sleep next to every night. That's the night stand that you're talking about.
Okay, my man. Sure.
Have fun.
But Hen shows up with her absolute BFF. Her BFF Jill.
Her best friend. I hope we got some company to family dinner.
And she has brought Athena, who gets a side hug from Bobby already.
Oh, my heart fluttered.
Yeah. She's got a little side hug.
Little side snuggle.
Yeah. I was like, they're getting on this already.
We don't usually allow cops at secret firefighter meetings.
It's probably true. We're still
Copy
waiting on,
that.
like, the cop versus firefighter, like, softball match.
Are there other cops besides Athena that feature?
There's
Sorta?
Officer Wu.
Williams.
Okay.
Williams. Wu is from a different TV show.
Yes, it's a different show.
Wu is from Grimm. Officer Williams. No first name
Not yet.
that we know of after, I wanna say he's been on the show for 4 or 5 seasons.
Probably John.
Probably John.
So it's not Noah.
No, yeah. He's a street cop? He's not a sergeant.
Yeah, he's vaguely
Okay.
in the same branch
Yeah.
of cop as Athena. And then Athena's got a couple of like detective
Mhm.
partners that'll come in and they kind of recur.
Yeah. But she's our only, like, cop
Yeah.
for the most part.
Her we get her boss that'll show up for a while.
Her
So
partner
we meet
who
for 6 seconds, yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
So
there's just Officer Williams.
We meet other cops, but like
Yeah. But we love Officer Williams.
we do love Officer Williams. I'm so excited that he's back.
Yep.
I love every time I see him. I'm like, oh my god, it's
I'm so sad he doesn't have a first name.
my guy. Officer.
Well, yeah. So
Williams, officer.
yes, William, officer. But she clocks Buck and she's like, I'm gonna give you a second chance. And she goes to shake his hand, but she's not gonna give him a third chance, even though that's her son now.
Factually incorrect, but thank you for playing.
Yes. And they're like, I like that everyone is spilling Buck's like sadness to each other.
Yes.
Because Bobby's like, Buck's having a hard time. Like, let's all talk about Buck.
It's because Athena is part of the family.
She is. And so she's like, listen, we wear this uniform for our good so that we can take it off and let go. Cue the title of the episode. And also so that, people respect our authority. But really, it's so that we have a shield.
And I don't hate that. As someone who like has worked in retail, who works in like coffee and service, having a uniform that you can take off at the end of the day is like, this can't touch me. It's over there.
That's why you take off the bra at the end of the day too. Just
be done.
Like, no more. Yeah. And she's not wrong though.
No, she's not. And she uses it and the firefighters use it and she's not wrong.
So now we have to go to Abby. Mandy's fave.
Yes.
Mandy, you want to talk about Abby? Because I do not wish to.
Oh, okay.
But we get Carla.
I love Carla. I love
Like,
Carla.
I do feel like I didn't like straight out ask last episode. Are we anti-Abby? Like, not we, obviously. I'm not, but is that the
No.
consensus?
I'm not.
No.
I'm not inherently anti-Abby. I just on my list of all of the characters that I like, she is not found in the top 10.
I think that's Allison speak for Aunt.
Like, I'm not going to be over here bashing her.
Yeah,
It's not, like,
no.
I don't hate Abby Clark.
She's
but
not Rachel
I
Berry.
she's not my girl.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, she may not remain my girl. So, because like I am excited for, because like, when you were talking about Chimney and how like this isn't who he's become, I'm like, I think it's always like the things I see on Tumblr have not made a ton of sense to me.
Yeah.
Because this is all I remember that character being. Obviously, I know how his storyline goes. I just haven't like seen any of the development side. Yeah. So I'm excited for 9 seasons of growth.
Yes.
In all of
You know what they call that? Growth.
It would be interesting to see what Abby would have become had she stayed longer and
she'd stayed,
not left Buck brokenhearted.
And I realize that I'm watching this through a season 9 lens.
Sure.
Because Abby's really the only one at Dispatch that we know.
At this point, yeah.
At this point, and she's the only one I can, you can't compare her to anybody else. And her attitude in her job, the way she talks to callers, her attitude about her job when she talks to other first responders, when she talks to Carla. And I think I would see it differently if that was all I knew. But now 9 seasons in, I know so many other people who work at the call center.
Yeah.
And like I start thinking about how those people would have reacted to Abby. And it kind of makes me Am I getting ensorcelled by Abby like Buck is? Or am I seeing her like her colleagues would see her? Or am I seeing her as a woman who's much closer in age to Abby than I am to like Buck?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that is also something because I do remember loving the Buck and Abby relationship and finding it really hot. But I think I was definitely watching it from almost a decade ago me, who
Right.
like
Right.
had just entered my 30s, and Abby seemed like a much older character than she
Yeah.
does now. And I will like as I'm watching it without the perspective of 9 seasons, I'm just thinking I relate to that kind of fucked up character. Loves her
Yeah,
mom,
exactly.
kind of wishes her mom weren't here.
Right.
Like likes her job, maybe has some trauma, maybe like is making a little few reckless decisions and getting advice from people that may or may not be actually good advice. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I
And
I think I'm just liking her. I would say more, but I don't remember. I
yeah.
don't think
But
I
you still
ever
really
even
like her,
like
and I want
yeah.
you to talk about how much you love Abby Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the storyline of someone who has to take care of a parent while
Yeah.
Yeah.
juggling a really traumatic job,
Yes.
while dealing with the bureaucracy of the country that may or may not be helpful.
Mhm.
Carla swoops in as an insanely helpful person that probably
Yes.
doesn't exist to take on all of this stress and work and friction, and then also acts as, I don't know, it's a bit now she's like an immediate BFF.
Mhm.
Immediate.
And is that true to life? Probably not. But now Abby has someone in her corner
Yeah.
Yeah.
and has someone she can like have scenes with because we don't have anyone else
Yeah.
at the call center that she was having scenes with.
Yeah.
So now we can
And
have more
it's
of a perspective of how she feels about Buck because she can have lines with somebody.
yeah, she can talk to somebody,
Yeah.
um, and sort of how she's feeling about her mom and kind of getting that external but also professional view. It's like
Yeah.
you've chosen to do this and that's an admirable thing and it's really fucking hard
Yeah.
and you need a little help and that's okay.
Mhm.
Cuz like we're like you guys are saying we're that age, getting to be that age.
Uh-huh.
Are we going to be taking care of parents, right? Like
Yeah.
is this us? Are we going to be right like in a job we don't like, taking care of a parent, struggling with relationships, like not relationship
So
relationships, but
what
like
I'm
Yeah.
hearing is that someone on this call is due to hook up with a much younger man.
okay, but on that side, the idea of talking to a 25-year-old, ugh,
I know.
that's where
I
Abby
see.
loses me. I'm just like, but he's so young. Ew.
Yeah,
I
he's
do
pretty
have to
small.
agree with that, but I also think if this is her version of a midlife crisis, then it makes sense. And I don't know,
Yeah,
get that young dick, whatever. He's an
Fair.
adult. Best he
he
does
Is
is.
talk.
he an adult? The decisions
Well,
Honestly,
Buck makes are like
he's
he's
trying, okay?
cosplaying as an adult.
he is cosplaying an adult.
So I think honestly, my least favorite part of this comes from the writing.
Mm,
My least favorite part of the scene
Mhm.
because the announcer, like on like the television, because Abby's like running through the house trying to get ready and trying to leave, and everything's on fire. But the newscaster calls him Evan Buck Buckley,
I know, so stupid.
and I'm just like, that's
That's
fucking
dumb.
stupid.
That's
So
very
dumb.
dumb. Yeah.
Also,
That's
I don't think they would
wrong.
ever interview like a low-level fireman and not the
No,
chief.
No.
he is a probationary firefighter. Leave him alone. They'd be interviewing his captain at best.
And like
The
they were
only
letting
way would be is if someone was like, "We need ratings.
yeah,
Do
exactly.
that one."
Get the pretty
Yeah.
one out here.
And he's so anxious and he's so nervous about the whole thing. And you can see it on his face because there's nothing that Oliver Stark does better than the wet puppy
Yep.
everything. He's so good in those pitiable moments. And Abby's gut reaction is, "Oh, he's really cute."
I'm gonna fuck that kid. Like,
It's like,
whoa,
"Ma'am."
You know what?
that guy's traumatized. I need him. Like,
Um,
okay.
it's like, "All right, I can fix it." Like, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
ma'am."
Yep.
And so it turns out Abby's mom has locked herself in the bathroom and Carla's knocking on the door
Oh.
and Abby's yelling at her mom, "I can't do this. I'm late for work." And then she goes to answer the door and goes, "Carla,
On time.
you're on time." How is Carla on time if Abby's late for work?
Yeah.
I
It's not that hard to get right.
Come on, guys.
Come on. Get our heads out of our asses. Come
I
on.
don't it just took me out of it.
I
It
know.
really did. I'm so sorry.
And these are the first episodes. They had plenty of time to write these. Come on.
But in swoops, in home services, Carla Price.
Yeah,
Hello, Carla.
I know.
She is immediately kind and competent,
Nothing
building trust for later.
building trust for later. The biggest kink on 911 is competency,
Yes,
and
competency kink forever.
she has
Carla
it in
has it in
spades.
spades.
Yep.
Carla has it in spades. It would not have surprised me, actually. Like, Mandy, as we kind of go back through this, I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what you think of both kind of like the crack ships of it all. And
Okay.
then there's actually there's a little something written in here.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm
Abby
all
and
down
Carla
to
is one of my
like
favorite crack ships.
I could kind of see it.
I could see it. Like, Abby's inviting Carla to stay over with like a
Yeah.
glass of wine. Yeah, my husband's on the couch. Like, I need him to come crawling back to me. Like, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, she's immediately, and it's wine time.
And it's wine time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Move in with me. Here's some wine. This is it.
This is, we are a set. Do not separate.
Unfortunately, we
I
will
could
lose
get
Carla,
behind
but
that, yeah. Yeah.
oh well. But yes,
Eventually.
now she has someone in her corner.
Yay, Abby gets some support.
Still having support is Athena and her fam.
Hustle up, Grant
Hus-
family.
Hustle up Grant family. It's breakfast time in the Grant household in their mid-century modern mansion.
Yep.
That is a shame to lose one day, but here it is.
Rip.
We love it. Okay, this is not important. It just irks me, and maybe Allison, you will understand. Everyone in this fucking show has a fireplace that they use. Michael's still out here calling Athena babe. Muscle memory, I guess. Maybe Mandy's onto something because the children's ages are so flexible that
Yeah.
you never know.
Okay,
Distance
they're
and aging
flexible,
happen
but
different.
in a way that makes sense in my brain.
I'm glad it makes sense for you. It irritates me.
So, like, imagine in this moment, and Mandy, we're gonna lore drop some children who don't exist yet, so
Okay.
be careful.
Okay.
May, I'm gonna put her. She's in high school. Yeah,
Maybe, sure.
I'm gonna put her at 14,
Sure.
maybe 15.
She looks 12,
So
but sure.
you'd be surprised at how old these children look. It is shocking.
Yeah.
So then Harry is a couple of years younger than her.
He looks 8,
He does. I'm gonna put him at 10.
but we don't know.
We don't know. I'm gonna put him at 10. And I think that Denny is younger than Harry. So if I put Harry at 10, then I'm putting Denny at 8.
It's all conjecture.
And then at this point, the wibbly wobbly timeline thing has Christopher at 6,
Okay.
which vaguely makes sense in my brain that that's kind of how they're spaced out. Maybe Denny's only 7 because I think he and Christopher are closer in age.
I mean, sure, but also no.
But also no, because it's not canon and it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Regardless, May doesn't want to go to school. She says she's feeling sick. Obviously, she's lying because we've all done this before.
And we love her for it extra.
Michael's like, listen, I'll stay with our sick patient here. You get Harry off to whatever school he may or may not be going to, and we'll deal. We got this. We are still co-parenting because we're married and we're gonna do this. And Athena's like, fine. At this unknown hour in the morning where people are not yet at work. And now we have call number 2. This is
Bark, bark, bark.
this is
bark.
back when 911 had multiple calls per episode.
The
Do
good
they
old
not
days.
anymore?
No,
Oh.
it's very annoying, honestly. It's like
Yeah.
a big bugaboo I have. It's like just one call per episode and then personal shit. We have our dog attack.
Yeah.
This is the one I remembered, by the way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Guy has called 911 about he's getting attacked by dogs. And one Athena Grant, to the tune of TLC's No Scrubs,
I know that's right.
pulls up to a burger joint backwards through the drive-thru line to get a bag of cheeseburgers.
727L30 responding.
727L30, it's our next fandom tattoo. But a cab includes Athena Grant, so sorry.
So sorry.
She's out doing that while the 118 roll up to the house to find this guy like up on a counter with some Dobermans barking at him. Seems to be afraid of dogs. Snakes and dogs.
He's afraid of everything. We love this for him.
Later, spiders.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what else. And then Athena's got her cheeseburgers, and she uses the cheeseburgers to distract the dogs and get them trapped in a closet. Which, clever, I guess.
Very clever.
I feel like we could have maybe used, here, doggy.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't really try any other methods, but,
we tried no other method. And then Mr. Man up on the counter just immediately starts flirting with Athena.
And,
Just,
as a distraction tactic, it's very effective.
Now, when you were watching this, even the first time, were you like, well, that's weird the dogs were barking at the homeowner?
No.
No?
I didn't catch this at all the first time it was happening.
Okay, because I did. Because I was like, well, this is his house, is it not? Kind of weird that his own dogs were cornering him on a counter.
Yeah, I don't remember how I reacted the first time, but this time, after a couple of minutes into it, I was like, wait, I do remember this. That dude does not live there.
Yeah, he sure doesn't, because the
Nope.
homeowner arrives to be like, where are my dogs?
And Athena's like, ruh-roh.
Rough after she is told Hen, because Hen was like, that guy was into you. And Athena's like, yeah, but I'm married.
Spoiler alert, your husband likes boys.
Yeah.
Yep, he sure do. So they've let
Someday I'm going to tell that to Shannon.
Oh, poor Shannon.
Poor Shannon.
Talk about a character I don't like.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I'll defend Shannon when we get there.
That's okay. You can. Maybe I'll feel differently on my 5th watch.
You won't, but that's okay.
I
I'll defend
won't.
her anyway.
I won't, but it's fine. It's not her fault, right? People get written the way they get written. It's not her fault.
Yeah, the way they
Is
get
it-
written. It's
Is it
RTV's
like
fault.
And she's not
a
real.
Karofsky kind of situation? Like,
No.
No.
But
A
Karofsky
character
does show up in the show.
But Karofsky does show
Oh,
up.
okay.
That's correct.
Max
Okay.
Adler is a guest in one of the episodes because it's Glee.
man, the
Because it's
the
Glee.
guest cast list of The Pit and this show seems to be like a circle.
It is. If only
There are
Nora
a
Wiley.
handful of beloved Glee actors who show up here. So,
But not Darren. Oh, we said beloved. Sorry.
not yet.
Where's Grant?
Mid-game.
Where's Grant? Bring me Grant.
I need the next character to come, whoever comes out next. I need them to date Grant Gustin
Bring
just for like
me-
an episode.
Actually, that would be
Bring me
amazing.
Grant. Bring me Grant. He's not doing anything, right? Okay. Anyway, so now we're back to Abby and Carla and Patricia. And also, I feel like Patricia was like in ER or maybe Grey's Anatomy. I can't remember. I didn't look it up. And so they got some wine. They're talking about Abby's ex, Tommy.
Out with Tommy tonight. It's a great question, Carla.
Great question. There's no talk about his sexuality, just
Nope.
that they seem to maybe have broken up because maybe Abby moved into the house with her mother and it wasn't sexy and maybe it got complicated and that's why Tommy broke up with her. But not about his sexuality.
Not at all.
So we'll come back to that in 9 seasons.
We'll get there when we get there.
Get there when you get there. And then she sees another news bite about Buck and the roller coaster because wow, is Channel 9 Chopper 4 really zoning in on Buck being the hot firefighter.
Because Carla thinks, that doggy firefighter with the adorable birthmark. It's like, we'll
Yeah.
see how you feel about him later, Carla.
Mhm. When she's like, oh, he's taken. So this interviewer is like asking, the interviewer for this time is like, are you single? And that's weird. And
That's
it's
very
super
strange. Yeah.
weird. It's also kind of weird that Buck is like super shy about it after the whole fire hose thing.
Maybe it's just the TV part of it.
It could be, yeah. Because it
'Cause,
is
like,
a very awkward thing to be asked.
He's being interviewed for his job where somebody died. He's doing it, in fair view of his boss and his colleagues,
And all of LA.
and all of LA,
Yeah.
including everyone who knows him as Fire Hose.
And all of I don't know what app he was using.
Probably Tinder, yeah.
But yeah. And Carla's like, hold on now, all firemen are dogs, which fireman Reddit has said is true. That you have to stay away from the P's, policemen, paramedics, firemen. Firemen, because they can't all be P's. But it's the 3 P's is policemen, paramedics, and firemen. But yeah, so she's not wrong. But yeah, Abby's like, I think I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, because he needs help, and he's so sad, and I'm just the whole time, I'm like, "Abigail,
Leave him alone.
you."
She can be superficial as a treat.
No, it's not
Accept it.
even about the being superficial. He is hot, he is a hunk, he's gorgeous,
And
but
he's crying on camera.
going after someone because they're crying on camera and need someone to hold them is probably not the way you wanna start this,
Yep,
Abigail.
yep.
Look, she's allowed to make bad decisions as a treat.
Yes, she is. She just
Yes,
wants to fix him.
she sure does, and she's gonna try? She
Going
doesn't
to
try that
lose some.
she doesn't try that hard. But yeah, and Carla's in the background just like, "Do it, do it."
Do it, do
So
it,
she
do it, do
does.
it,
She
do it.
calls Buck because she got his number from the incident report, which is
Girl.
That seemed a little dubious.
Illegal.
Then again, considering what Buck's done with people almost like during active rescues, I feel like he would.
Illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
so felon for felon.
Yeah.
Felon.
And he answers his phone while he's actively putting out, like, a grass fire.
That soot-covered twink. Hello, baby.
I that soot-covered twink. Yeah, part of me was like, "Buddy, you're on the clock. If you could get back to fighting that wildfire, that would be super great."
I wish they had cut more to Hen and Chim, who were just like,
They, like, spray the back of his boots, like, "Get back here."
get back here."
I love this scene because he cannot keep his American accent in check.
Mhm.
No, not
It
even a little.
Not even a little. It's mostly British. It's hilarious. I love it. Um, because you get a glimpse of, like, what British Buck would have been like,
Ugh,
and
so
it's
cute.
really funny.
It's really
I wish
cute.
they'd done that.
Yeah. It would have been a different character, but I kinda love it.
Definitely, but I think that
Um,
would have been
so I don't know if they, like, filmed this first because he didn't quite have a handle on it, or if he was just having a day and he couldn't keep it, but it slips. But yeah, they have this, like, weirdly intense conversation about, like, "I saw you were having a hard time, and I wanted to call you while you were at work." And, like, having to watch people die and people don't wanna be saved. Like, "I'm still at work."
Wow, that's a really intense first date, but thank you, I think.
Yeah. "This is our first conversation. I'm very uncomfortable, thank you."
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're gonna talk again, and I think she is very cute when she's like, "You could just dial 911." I think that's cute.
Yeah. Like, her flirting, some of it's real cute.
it's
Yeah.
adorable.
You know, she hasn't been on a date in a year because Tommy don't
'Cause Tommy.
'cause Tommy.
Blame Tommy for everything.
He's not the
So
same.
wait,
I
do we have a concrete amount of time that she and Tommy dated? Or does that like
well,
are
I
we supposed to assume this
refute
is like an established one, like relationship?
I think we're supposed to assume that her Tommy that they dated for a while and that he broke up with her, like, a
Okay.
year ago.
Okay.
But I refuse canon that it's the
The
same Tommy.
retcon.
I refuse the retcon. I just put
Valid.
that out
Yeah.
of my mind. I refuse it.
I don't know if in the retcon they actually say how long Tommy and Abby were together.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I
think they
haven't
do.
watched that episode in a long time,
I have not watched it in
so
a
I don't
while
know.
either. Yeah. Yeah, I
I
just
watched
that's
that
one
scene on YouTube because I was like, wait, someone mentioned my girl on 911. I need to see
mm,
what it's about. And then I was like, oh, I don't like that because I don't like what's his name? Tommy's actor.
Lou
What's his name?
Ferrigno.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to him as a person.
No
I don't
offense
like
to
him.
him as a person.
Okay, some offense.
Some
I don't
offense.
know enough about him to judge the level of offense that I would intend there, but I just don't like his face.
Yeah.
He's not my guy.
Not my
He's
guy.
not
Yeah, I just it's one of those
never
retcons where
getting
I'm like, "I don't need this. It doesn't make sense. I don't care for it. And goodbye.
It doesn't serve me. I'm letting it go.
It doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve the show. I think it's dumb." And the medallion says no.
Italian says that's a stupid idea. We're not gonna do that.
Yep. Yep. Also a bad idea. Buck going to Devin's funeral.
Okay,
Mhm.
was this a bad idea?
I don't know.
For
He
him,
looked
yes.
great. He looked hot in his black suit though.
Correct.
Although he also looked very young.
He did.
But yeah, he
I
went
don't
to
know.
you thought it was a good idea.
So he goes to the funeral, right? And he sits in the back, and Devin's sister is giving the eulogy and talking about how, about all the wonderful things about her brother. And then after that's done, she like finds him in the crowd and just like beelines it to him
Yeah.
and starts chopping him down.
Mhm.
He wanted to live and you failed him.
Well, and Buck does say that he gave up, and the sister's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. I feel like Buck just said the wrong thing
He
at the
did.
wrong moment there.
He did. I think he wanted to get out of
Mhm.
there before she saw him.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it wasn't a mistake. I think if I had been in Buck's shoes, I would have done the same.
I don't know how he are funerals, like, publicly known? How did
Yeah.
he know to
If
go?
at least in Albuquerque, they release that information in the paper
Oh.
if it's in the announcement.
So he's
Yeah, they
how sad is that? Buck just flipping through the paper looking for Devin's funeral announcement?
looking for Devin's funeral. Yeah.
That's sad.
He knew his name. Yeah, he paid attention. He found it.
That's sad as shit.
My best friend, Buck Buckley.
That's my best friend. He's a real bad bitch, got his own money. Wait, we don't know Buck's financial situation with his sweaters, but he doesn't have sweaters yet.
He doesn't have sweaters yet,
This is pre-sweater Buckley.
but he's having a real bad time at the funeral.
Yeah, he doesn't it's not good.
Kind of deserved, but I still have done it anyway.
Yes. Also having a bad day. Call number 3, a window washer. So we have some women working in an office building. I think they're at like a law firm.
Oh.
And somewhat creepy, or maybe just well, he seems a little creepy. The window washer like rolls into frame and they're like, "This dude stares at us every time." But then his harness breaks and then he's just dangling there.
Yeah. The first of many, 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 many 911 Nepo babies.
Oh yeah?
Your dad's the managing partner.
Oh yes. Yes. I was like, who was the actor?
Nepo babies.
Nepo babies. God, so many fucking Nepo babies. This entire episode is just people like hanging from things or jumping off things.
Let go.
Like, let go. Let it go. So, of course, the 118 rolls up. This one makes a little more sense. They look like they're downtown.
Yeah.
So this does seem like their call. And Bobby's like, I'm going to go to the roof and do some securing or rappelling or whatever the fuck it is they do. Buck, you go up the ladder. And Buck's like, no.
Buck says, "Hi, I'd like to not do that, please. But considering that I am a probationary firefighter and
Yeah.
have already fucked up quite a bit and have to do what you say, please don't make me."
Dad, please.
Dad, please.
I don't want to do that. I'm scared. So
And
he,
in this moment, Bobby says, "All right, son, you're scared. I get it.
Yeah.
Let's swap."
will swapsies. And we don't actually see the rest of the call because that's not what's important. What was important is that he hesitated. And then back at the station, we get some lore drop.
Lore drop.
And this is when we find out that a year ago, Buck put in to be a Navy SEAL. And he says
Wow.
that you don't have to be in the Navy to go to be a Navy SEAL. He's like, it's because I'm a badass. And he says he couldn't be the machine that the Navy wanted. He has too much emotion and he couldn't do it, which is nice. We like that about Buck.
I'm really proud that he recognized that in himself and was strong enough in his this is important. I don't want them to beat it out of me enough to walk away.
And that Bobby also recognizes this because he wants that in Buck too.
Yeah, that Bobby sees it as a strength.
Yeah, and not a weakness. And that is actually a nice bit of positive masculinity for the show.
Yes.
Like we also don't want emotionless machines here at the LAFD. We would like you to be people, fully fledged
And
people.
It's kind of funny, looking at it holistically, because right now you've got Playboy Buck on the edge of a sharp knife, Bobby.
Mhm.
I'm just a liar, Chimney Han.
Yeah.
And kind of looking at their character arcs and where we started and
Mhm.
where we go is just so beautiful. It's such we've got who else? What other men do we have? We've got Michael, we've got Harry.
And somewhere out there is Edmundo Diaz, single
Recovering from
parenting, recovering from being shot out of a helicopter,
spoilers.
single parenting,
Spoilers.
chasing his
But,
wife back to Los Angeles.
Chasing his wife back to Los Angeles. There are just so many good men in this show.
And then there's Tommy Kennard.
Which we won't get to because he's injured our collective girl, Abby Clark.
No, he didn't. It's not the same. I refuse. Absolutely.
Sandy, I hope you're enjoying this. This is
I
the
am
kind
very
of
much enjoying this. Yes.
sharp-witted commentary.
Yes.
I'll let Fandom
But-
have a lot of dumb ideas about this show, but I refuse that one.
Sounds like you're gonna have to bring it up at the brass.
Ryan Murphy knows what I feel about him, so
It's true. Well, we're gonna try our best anyway.
I'm also assuming that we're extending the Glee podcast offer to Ryan Murphy. If you would like to come defend yourself in your decisions at any point, feel free.
Ryan and Tim, too. You know
Yeah.
what you did. You're
Yeah.
allowed in here. And actually, Tim, we can talk about the X-Files, too. And I'll give you
Oh,
more grace for
yes.
the X-Files. Maybe.
We're peer reviewed. It's okay.
We're saying that as peer-reviewed fans, we can.
Ugh. Well, mostly we're just full of a lot of love and a little bit of salt.
You should flip those around.
Well,
Speaking of a lot of love, what's the
Buck
transition?
and Bobby.
What's the transition here? The transition here is that Bobby's like, you need to go talk to someone, and instead of talking to that person, Buck has sex with them. Wait, is okay.
Deep sigh.
This is an incident that has a lot of like fandom lore, a lot of fandom chatter, and I
Yeah.
think means nothing to the show.
It means nothing to the show. This means absolutely nothing. I was watching it again today and looking at Dr. Wells, and after everything is like done, and Buck is like, I feel great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And she's the one in that scene who is like completely frozen and is like, you need to leave right now. I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
But also, she's the one
And
who friended him on Facebook and got up and got real close to him and like initiated touch.
she did. And so the whole thing was real weird, but also speaking of 911's increasing habit of just a massive, complete and utter total tonal shift.
Yeah, totally.
When they are kind of in the beginnings of their like, did you friend me on Facebook? The music is happy and lovey and flirty.
Yeah.
It's happy, lovey music. And then the next time you see them, it's like, oh, holy God, I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah.
From her,
And
not from him. So, like,
from
does
her,
fandom take that as like a serious thing that gave Buck issues, or like what is the
that
fandom interpretation of this?
the fandom interpretation is that because the two of them were in a like a provider client relationship, that there was an inherent power boundary. There
Mm,
was a dynamic, and that, like with any other like altered state of consent, that could not have been consensual.
Yeah.
I feel like since that was his first appointment with her, like that feels a little different to me because it feels
Yeah.
like they didn't establish a therapist client relationship particularly.
I think that because she is a therapist, she is part
Yeah.
of the LAF. She seems to be part of the LAFD's like
Yeah.
client, not client list, other way around. She's like part of their
Provider
therapist
list.
provider list. It's kind of pre-established. This is where they send like
Yeah.
Bobby had her card. Like it's where they send first responders when they need help. So it's almost pre-established that she's where people go to when they need
Yeah.
help for certain cases.
Okay. I
And so
wasn't
it's like
looking
if
at it
they
from that angle when I watched it. Like that didn't occur to me. Whereas I think I would have felt much differently about someone he'd had 6 months of sessions with and then fucked.
I think it's also like if they had met at a bar and had sex and
Yeah.
then he showed up in her office and was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
my therapist," rather than they're already 30 minutes into a conversation and then they have sex. You're like, "Well, we've already been doing this back and forth. We've already
Mhm.
had the therapy session and now we're doing this." And he's like, "Did you friend me on Facebook?" Which yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
he should have led with that.
He
Like
shouldn't have
that should have
accepted.
been his
Yeah. I
well,
think she
yeah,
shouldn't have
yeah.
accepted.
There was definitely some interesting choices made on both sides.
I think the fact that it sparks any sort of discussion means that it's
Yeah.
if the consensus was, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's fine," then you'd be like, "Yeah, it's probably fine." But the fact that enough people are like, "That seems problematic," to use a problematic word, like, this bothers enough people that it's probably the bad idea. It's probably wrong.
I mean, I do think at least we get like that nod toward Buck not knowing it was entirely right because he says in the phone call with Abby, like, I
Yeah.
just had sex with my therapist.
Yeah. I
It
think he
serves a
knows that shouldn't
purpose
happen.
for him. Yeah.
And he doesn't go back to her when he
Yeah.
needs to talk to somebody.
Would you like to hear my issue with the scene?
Yes.
Yes.
This will not surprise you. since I had the same issue last episode. Where the fuck did the condom go? Or is he just hitting it raw with all these women?
I think,
Like,
and you can't even establish that he's not impotent, that he's like shooting blanks because
yeah,
he does get someone pregnant. So
yeah, it's very.
yeah,
I was just watching it like, all right,
he
so she
he
was
just
riding him, and then suddenly, like, he's
At
walking out the
least
room.
he
I mean,
just
the
at
other
least
option
in the
is like,
therapist's office, like, the box of Kleenex is right there,
yeah.
the
yeah,
trash can is right there.
He just
like
tucks all back into his pants and just lets it sit there, and you're like, "No."
now I'm just imagining as soon as he left that room, he was like shuffle walking to the nearest men's room, like
Yes.
waddling there.
He has to dry clean his uniform every
Yeah.
3 days.
Oh, poor
No, he's
guy.
in jeans, a Canadian tuxedo, he's like full denim.
Mm.
Oh, no, he had
Yeah.
pulled jean and again, this is like 3rd strike of he's getting ridden. This is like a whole fandom thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that is in fact a fandom thing.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
understand that. That
yeah.
seems to be the we don't need to show much skin position of
Yes,
choice
exactly.
for
We can't
this
show
show.
tit,
Yeah.
and this way you keep them as clothed as possible on screen. That's what's happening here.
And there's, a handful of people who are intimate on this particular TV program, and Buck is the only one of them that gets ridden.
As far yeah. Yeah.
As far as we've ever seen,
Yeah.
Buck is the only one who gets ridden.
Until
Yep.
that first buddy cannon scene back.
Nope, he's getting ridden there too.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess
He's getting ridden there too.
that we're gonna get a hard fade to black.
Oh, a hard fade to black. Maybe even just a cut to black.
Yeah, this is not gonna be heated rivalry, and people are gonna be pissed. Are they gonna wax him for that too? No, he's had body hair in Nashville.
In Nashville.
Yeah.
He did.
Thank God, because he's 35. We can't be doing.
Please don't shave him
We
anymore.
cannot be doing baby seal adult men. I can't do it. Okay, another couple. They're not couples. That's a therapist. A couple is having therapy as well. They do a crosscut with Grant's therapy. Athena is angry, and the therapist is like, "Good for you." Oh, I did like that they have a black therapist,
Yes.
which is very inclusive. Is not the right word, but there's a whole body of science and research about having doctors and therapists in your community
Yeah.
and how much better it is for long-term outcomes. But yeah, that the therapist is like, it's really good that you're expressing your anger. Yeah, it can be. But Athena's whole thing is that she did not want to be made a fool because she did know about Michael's sexuality. Do we think this is true? I mean, I guess it's true. Did she know the whole time? Is it true based on what we see in flashbacks?
Based on what we see in flashbacks, like, no,
No?
probably not, but we don't have that many flashbacks to go off of.
Yeah.
But, you kind of get an inkling.
Yeah.
What I don't appreciate is it's not even a retcon because they set up how did Michael and Athena get together in the pilot, and then it's just wrong.
Mm.
And then they just move forward with a completely different backstory for them
I
for the
know.
next 8 seasons.
Yeah. They started like, actually, we don't like this.
Yeah, we don't like this. It makes them seem desperate and weird.
Yeah.
And it also ages Athena wowzers.
It does.
Like, if you're saying that, what was she in her, like, what did Michael say? Hold on.
40s?
And did I have it written down? A 37-year-old single woman, which makes her like 50, 51, 52 in the pilot. If May is approximately 14, 15.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
You
listen.
mean to tell me she's 50 years old?
It's Angela Bassett. She can be however old she wants to be.
Well, yes, but Athena Grant is a street cop
I know.
How old is
with a
it?
bad knee.
And then she's a sergeant her entire career?
Her entire career.
So did she never receive a promotion?
No.
No, not yet.
She rejects
Damn.
one, right? In one of the episodes?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. She gets offered it once and then she's like, nah, no thanks.
You also have to
Okay.
take a test. You have to take tests to be promoted. She just doesn't do it.
Girl, Angela Bassett went to Yale.
Mm,
I did not know
Athena
that.
Grant did not.
no,
I believe that.
She could have,
for sure.
but she did not. She did not
She
choose
chose
to
be
do
a
so.
cop in LA instead.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, she was going to be a lawyer, but we'll get to that. So Athena, after this, not debacle of a therapy session, but it's a little testy. She decides that she's gonna go get that guy from the home invasion.
Anna.
And she, like, she just lures him, really. She just runs her own little
Yeah,
sting operation.
she sure does.
She's got his number. She calls him. She puts on, like, a super sexy voice. She tries to flirt, but
Hello.
it's been 20 years since she's last flirted. But she does kinda lure him out, but he spots her squad car, runs. She chases him, even if she's although, remember in, like, a later season, there's a whole thing about she's got a bad knee
Yeah, she's got a bad knee.
because she's old. But she cuffs him pretty roughly over her squad car. Another cop has to come and be like, "Hey, hey, hey, let's calm down. Let's."
Athena does not like it when she's made a fool
She
of.
does not. But that is the end of our dog attack call. I'm assuming he gets arrested for burglary, trespassing. We don't know if he stole
Breaking and
anything,
entering?
breaking and entering. And I hope that man got his dogs back.
I hope,
Hope so
yeah.
too,
I hope the
yeah.
dogs are
Those
safe
dogs
and
did
happy.
nothing wrong. They were very good boys.
And
They
maybe a little
were.
diarrhea from eating 2 cheeseburgers.
Maybe not, yeah.
And
And
she
the
okay,
paper.
I will say she called it a 4-bagger, but it was 1 bag and 4 burgers. So it was
And she hoped that it was only gonna be 3
'cause
because she wanted to
wanted
eat one for
1.
lunch.
And I was like, "But it's what? It's a 1-bagger. It's a 4-burgerer, but it's 1 bag."
My
Just
favorite detail of that whole thing was her ordering fries in a separate bag.
she would have
Yes.
another
Yes.
bag
You
and a
get your
root beer.
snack.
Athena Grant, root beer. So we have our final call. Another guy threatening to jump. I
And
kind of
Abby's on the call
Yep.
and losing her fucking patience.
I would too.
He's gonna jump. Where are you, sir?
Sir.
Sir? Wait, sir?
Sir, how high up do you think it is? 18, 20, 19? How many stories? Like,
No, dude, you start at 2, you don't start at 1.
I kind of love it though, because I like the calls where you realize like how annoying it must be to get real information out of people. Because I've never called 911, but I imagine if there's a real emergency, I would just be like, so there's and he's on the ground, and there's like, I'm sure I would be useless. Like,
I've called a couple times. It's a lot easier to keep your wits about you if there's not an alarm going off.
Sure,
That
I
makes
don't like loud
sense,
noises.
Yeah, because I called once during a fire and once, all right, during what a suspected fire because the alarm went off, and then once.
Was that in our place?
No,
Oh,
that was you. You were home alone.
oh, right. Remember when
Yeah,
there was
you
a
were home
fire
alone.
and we didn't know about it?
Sure do. You texted.
The fire department just showed up and they were like, "There's a fire," and we were like, "What?
What?
I forgot about that. That was funny.
Yeah, it's
Hey, there's
I
a house
would
back here."
I feel like maybe that's the best way to, as long as, like, nothing is actually hurt, that's the best way to go through a fire, is, like, not
I
knowing it exists.
forgot because there was a fire in the tunnel between our house and the
yeah,
apartment, and
yeah.
the metal door was so heavy that we just didn't know about it.
Just didn't know about it.
I forgot
Lol.
in the drug tunnel between the buildings.
Yeah, I'm still having too many thoughts about the therapy appointments.
Oh yeah,
So
we can go
Buck
back.
says in it that he hasn't been at this even 6 months. This is Buck's probationary year.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent question or thought, because I didn't know if he meant 6 months being a firefighter or 6 months into his probe year. Specify. I am also assuming this is his probe year.
I'm assuming this is his probationary year because early in the episode he's like, I've been at this whole thing for 4 months.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If he had done his probe year and then like he was in like his real firefighting year, it's like, yeah, I've been here for a year and a half.
Yeah, which means
But he says that he's been there for 4 months and then he's been there less than 6 months. So he's in the middle of his probationary year.
we also don't see him getting dicked around as a probie.
No.
Mhm.
Well, I mean a little, but it doesn't change at all. Jimmy
Yeah.
and Head are still the same people to him
Yeah.
as they were.
Well, because they got the full Monty of assholery.
They did.
But I do assume that they were much nicer to the probies. So then it's really Buck who's an asshole.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we love him anyway.
we do.
But yeah, so this is Buck's probe year, and I'm incredibly upset about that.
He's a baby.
He's just a baby. And it makes it hurt a little bit even more because it means that the timeline that isn't real,
Mhm.
the timeline's not real,
Sure.
but it means that the timeline is so tight and smashed together because Buck comes in to take Tommy's spot when he transfers from the 118 to the 217.
Mhm.
And so he's partnered with Bobby, more or less, because Hen and Chim are paramedics.
Mhm.
And he's the probationary firefighter paired with the captain. And so then when he gets his partner at the start of season 2, like, no wonder he's thinking he's going to be replaced.
Because he did the replacing.
Because he did the replacing. Like, oh, baby.
And a more beautiful one came along.
And a much more, just a stupidly beautiful one comes along.
From Game of Thrones, you will be replaced. Someone more younger, more beautiful will come. I'm an Eddie is older truther, so I won't. Anyway.
Unfortunately, canon doesn't agree with you,
I
but
don't
I'm very
give
sorry.
a fuck.
I know you don't.
It doesn't make any sense.
So what is
So
Eddie's age supposed to be, and what's it retcon to be?
We
Like, what's the
don't
difference?
know. Oh my
Okay.
god.
So most of Fanon's stuff on their ages is done from the birthdays on their hospital bracelets.
Okay.
Which only just
so
happened.
They gave
Buck's
Oliver's birthday.
Yeah, which I think is when they make I hate character actor crossover, which is why I don't like that Hen had Aisha's comfy robe thingy.
Comfy robe.
I was like, that's a Aisha thing. That's not a Hen thing.
Take it that's not a Hen thing.
Off. But yeah, so his Buck's birthday is June 27th, 1991.
2. 91? 92. Okay.
According to the page, it's 91. Yeah.
Okay. And then they just a couple episodes ago gave us Eddie's.
Okay.
And they put him at 92.
92.
Because they made him a year younger.
Recently debated things.
Yeah.
Oh, very recent.
Okay.
Because this is the first time you saw his bracelet in the car crash. So Buck is like 34 or 35, depending on where what time it is in the show right now.
How old is Christopher supposed to be right now?
We don't talk about that timeline.
Bro.
The Christopher timeline is introduced in an episode in season 3. And you can tell that whoever wrote that episode tried their best to create a timeline.
Okay.
And it immediately ran into a bunch of holes everywhere.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, Christopher, in theory, was born in 2011. And then they retconned his age and then had it so that he had to have been born in 2010.
Yeah.
And then I think they actually edited the graphics on the Hulu version to make it funny.
They did.
They did.
He's
we're gonna
either,
make him think you're crazy.
He's either 15 or 16.
Yeah, because Christopher turns 4 in the season 8 premiere.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
they give him a birthday party, and they're like,
they give him a birthday.
Like, this is how old you are today, and like,
cool.
Oh.
So
I feel like shows really need to be better about having someone whose job it is to be like, this is the character's age. Stop it.
He's only a few years older than us. Wrong.
They could close their eyes, scroll Tumblr, and just like point to a name and hire that person and probably have the full timeline.
Especially when, like, for Eddie, it's part of his character background that he was a young, like, teen dad.
Yeah.
Like, he had Christopher at like 19.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
So, like, he has to be young, but pick something, because it kind of depends. Like, well, if he did 2 tours in Afghanistan, that's a certain amount of time. Like, okay. The show pisses me off.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I love the show, but specifically the Christopher Eddie timeline is just really rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's really rough.
Anyway, the guy jumping off the building.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you know what? This podcast really should have just been Mandy asking us questions that come to mind. Like, just off the top of her head. Like, what about this? Okay, so.
I feel like that's what it's going to be for at least, actually, probably indefinitely.
And
I can't wait until I get caught up, but that's 9 seasons.
And then the title of the podcast is just, okay, so.
Yeah.
It's not 911 on the rocks. It's just, okay, so.
Okay, so.
Okay, so.
It's true. We can still change it. That's what editing is for. Okay, so you have to get like a little. Okay.
Okay, so.
Okay, so Leonard threatening to jump off this building because he's accusing his girlfriend of cheating on him from, quote, A
That
werewolf-looking
werewolf-looking
dick from work.
dick from work.
We make fun of the show all the time, but that's incredible writing.
That's incredible writing, correct.
Incredible. I love it.
Now, I just need it to have been Tyler Hoechlin.
Ugh.
I need them to have pictured in their mind.
Now, where is he? Why? I mean, we got Corey, but like, where's Hecklin? I need Grant and
Where's
I need
Hecklin?
Hecklin. Because Hecklin's
That's
gonna walk into the
too much pressure.
station, and even Eddie's gonna be like, "Uh-oh,
Eddie's absolutely gonna
there's a better jawline that just walked in." And so
and Buck's gonna get territorial, and it's gonna be hilarious.
I love it. Yes. So the girlfriend whose name I never catch. All we know is Leonard,
Yeah.
an unnamed girlfriend, which is rude. She's annoyed with him, and she's like, "You know what? Fuck you. Jump. I didn't cheat on you. Just jump." And Bobby is like, "Hey, let's not tell Leonard to do that."
Probably unhelpful
Probably not helpful.
friend.
And meanwhile, he's told Buck, "We're going to do the maneuver," which makes it seem like this is something that they've done a number of times. So the maneuver is
I wanna see every flashback of the
a
maneuver.
montage of the maneuver. The maneuver is Buck going up higher on the building and strapping into what I'm sure is a very uncomfortable harness. And Bobby starts telling the story about he's got a girlfriend who cheated on him. He loved her and they went to Paris and he was going to propose to her. And it's just distracting Leonard for Buck to rappel down the building and swing in to kick Leonard into the apartment.
And he, like, gets inside the apartment and has, like, this, like, fucking swagger as he's, like, unclipping himself from the harness. Aw, yeah.
It's the swagger jackiest swagger you've ever seen.
Ugh.
And I want to know how many
He's
takes
so
that took.
cute. He's so cute.
They're like, no. Swaggier this time. But yeah,
and the girlfriend is, like, wide-eyed at Bobby, of course, because he's the best. And it's like, "What happened? What happened to the girl?" And he goes, "I don't know. We never got that far in the story."
He's been lying.
The whole time.
I really think Bobby's attractiveness is downplayed.
Yes.
Because he is also one hot motherfucker.
We will discuss that later in the season.
Okay. Great. Super.
Chew on that, man.
So back at the station, Buck's like, "Thanks, Bobby, for pushing me to do my job." But also because that's going to be his dad.
It's his dad.
That's
You're my dad.
That's going to be his dad. And then, guess who shows up at the station? Devin's sister.
Cutest. She is just, in this moment, so cute.
Yeah. I
knew that this whole reunion was, like, emotional and about Devin, but it for just a minute, I was like, he deserves a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Oh. A soft, beautiful, sweet girl.
That's not what this is going to be about.
It's not what this is going to be about, but my crack ship little brain knows no bounds.
Instead, she is there to apologize because it turns out 7 years ago, Devin tried to kill himself.
Ugh.
Suicide is like a big theme in season 1.
It sure is.
We had that woman jump off the bridge or the thingy, the tower in the first episode.
The first call. Yeah.
We got Devin.
We'll talk about it.
It's like we sent him to therapy. He got better. And then 2 months ago, we started isolating again. And they were like, "So we got Chad to take him to the fair." And so the sister blames herself for Devin's death because if they hadn't pushed him out of the house, he wouldn't have been on the roller coaster. Which is true, but something else
also
would have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a magnificent foreshadow, you lost your brother. I get it. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Not yet.
No, you don't. You can't know. Not yet.
You can't know. Not yet.
Not yet. Does he even... Do we... Nothing. We just... Who knows what's real?
This is a question that you had earlier, Emily, in the pre-button recording chatter.
It is. My question is, how much of any of their backstories is real now? How much did the writers put in the show Bible for Buck, for Bobby, for any of these people for season 1, and how much just appears later? So when he says something like this, is that a little foreshadowing? Or is that just fucking happenstance? Is that just, you put a line out into the world and, oh, you know what? That's actually really funny because it just happens to match. It's not foreshadowing because it's not intentional.
Yeah.
It's just coincidence. Which is what I
That
think happens a
frustrates
lot of the
me.
time, and the fandom is like, "Oh, it's fucking foreshadowing." Like, it's not. It's
Yeah.
coincidence. You put enough fucking words on the page, and sometimes they line up. But how much did they plan ahead? Because it's Ryan Murphy, tend to think it's coincidence because I don't think he thinks that far ahead. But I'm a hater. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I look at sort of where we are. I think Bobby's backstory is pretty well established.
Yes.
I think Athena's backstory is established for the timeline that they started,
Mhm.
but I think kind of after season 1, they just sort of swipe it clean and start over with Athena.
Mm.
Unfortunately, I don't think Hen has enough, like, deep lore.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we don't need to know about her
Right.
parents. I think Hen's backstory is canonically established in season 1
Mm.
with the dumb decisions she makes.
Mhm.
I don't think well, we'll get through next episode, and I don't really remember where we get with Shim's backstory.
Not a ton.
Um, no, not a ton, but I just don't
Yeah.
remember where we land on his parents.
Yeah.
But we'll learn that next episode, I think. Maybe the one after that. But his backstory definitely doesn't get, fleshed out for a while. And with Buck, like, we'll meet some people who were pretty critical to his backstory.
Yes. So
And
that's my question is like,
I don't think she exists here.
I don't think Maddie exists in this
I
version
don't
of
think
Buck.
Maddie exists.
Interesting.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he has a big sister in this
I
version
don't think
of
so
his
either.
life.
And is that fine? Maybe that's fine. I think you write a show Bible for the first season, but some shows write their Bible for all 5 seasons, right? Like they map out a
Right.
general idea of what they want for 5 seasons. But I don't think that's 911.
No, I don't think so.
But maybe that's because we're grumpers.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I'm looking at what changes between seasons 1 and 2, and I think the 2 big characters that we get are brought in to kind of fill specific narrative gaps.
Yeah.
And, like, Buck just like, "Hey, I have a sister," like, just wouldn't be relevant
Mhm.
to his story and progression in season 1
Yeah, I think that's true.
because his lady issues are very much romantic in season 1,
Yeah.
and they're less so in season 2.
I also think like season 1 Buck is not bi,
No, I don't think
but
so.
like that's okay.
That's okay.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't get any questioning his sexuality vibes from the Buck this season.
I really think Oliver Stark is the one who was like, "You know what? I think this dude is bi."
I think.
I think that was an actor being like, "I've decided
Yeah.
I've
how I'm gonna
decided.
play this character," and the writers were like, "I guess we're gonna do that now."
Shruggy emojis, sure thing.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, and I kinda love that.
Yeah. Oliver, if at any point you'd like to come on and chat about the decisions that you made for Buck, we'd love to talk to you.
We will
We'd love to hear your
we'll be
stories.
so polite, I promise. We can be nice. We're also assholes, and that kinda seems like the thing you're into. So,
Eh,
it just seems like he
but
has a bullying kink.
speaking of
3 out of beta.
Yeah.
welcome to AO3. Congratulations, AO3. We're so proud of you.
We're so proud. They grow up.
They grew up so fast.
So we have a final, like, couple things here. Abby and Buck have, like, a little phone call.
They do.
Abby gets coerced
Buck-
here to call Buck again.
Girl, you are a hot spice pumpkin
It's
latte.
the weirdest fucking thing to call somebody. I was like,
Would love to burn his tongue on
Ugh.
you. Carla, middle name Price.
That whole line is just one of the things that I was like, I gotta pause this. I gotta write this down. Hold on.
I gotta write this down.
yep.
Ma'am.
It-
I really appreciate that Carla is kind of our voice.
Yeah. She is. She's the voice of the
I'm-
viewers being like, damn.
Damn. Like, I feel like I've written things like that.
Mm.
Would love to burn his tongue on you.
Look, he is gonna pick you up and turn you upside down. Which
I also there's one comment in the phone call that made me actually feel like this was dated for the first time since I started watching it, and that was Buck saying that he Marco Polos with people.
I didn't
Yes.
even know what that was.
It's just a voice note thing, but it was really popular like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Even I was like, Marco Polo. I missed that one.
I only like heard about it from people slightly older than me on like Insta, like mommy groups and stuff tend to Marco Polo back and forth. So I've seen it mentioned on
Oh.
Facebook.
Okay, well, weird.
Yeah.
Well, we all know if it's serious, if it's really important,
If it's
They
They
FaceTime.
FaceTime, and I wonder who FaceTimes each other pretty regularly canonically.
We're not gonna talk
Hmm.
about it. I'm
Hmm.
gonna start crying.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start crying.
But Abby, she asks him out on a date.
Mhm.
It's so cute. Buck is so enamored with Abby.
He is, but he does the big boy thing. He is actually
He does, I'm so proud
Yeah.
of him.
in 2 episodes, he has learned that he has moved on from sex addict, as a crutch and saying that he has issues with women and intimacy, which is true. I also think maybe he just has some, like, parental trauma,
Mhm.
Yeah,
which might not be true in this version of him, but is definitely true in season 2 of him. Anyway,
correct.
and he's like, "Listen, if we meet, we're gonna fuck." Which is also a very weird thing to say to somebody you haven't really met.
That was very blunt.
It was very blunt. And then he's like, "And I did sleep with my therapist," and I like on her side of the call, she's like, "Okay,
What?
slow down." And he's trying to backtrack to be like, "No, no, 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 I like you, and I don't wanna ruin it by being a fuckboy."
And I'm really proud of that kind it's like, he's not actually growing at all
Yeah.
in this moment just yet, but at least he's able to recognize it now.
Yeah.
He's a little more
To be
self-aware.
He's more self-aware, and that's the first step to healing, and I love him, I adore him forever and ever and ever. My stupid, beautiful, like, third-born son.
Yep, he did good here.
My sweet boy.
He did good here. And, they have a date just to talk again on the phone.
I love this. It's so high school.
Like, this is the part that I was like, "Okay," like, I wasn't quite to, like, warm and fuzzy feelings yet, but this is,
Mhm.
like, the beginning of it.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the fuzzy feelings about Buck and Abby, and I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm here."
I guess this is fine.
It's only taken me 2 episodes, it's
That's
fine.
not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad. So they're gonna do that, and then, we could end the episode here on a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. We got 2 people connecting, trying to find real emotion, finding a way, maybe to cross a slight age gap, finding happiness across trauma,
We could,
but we don't.
Mhm.
'Cause
because
it's
Yeah.
911. Instead, Athena goes home. One of her kids is just chilling in the living room doing a little coloring session or some homework. God knows
"Hi,
what Harry's doing.
Harry."
And then she goes to check on May, because remember how she stayed home from school?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's Michael at this point, by the way?
Not taking care of his kids.
Michael Grant.
I think he's out with his new man,
Maybe?
but he's not watching the kids. Because
No.
Athena goes to check on her firstborn daughter, who has OD'd on prescription medication.
She finds the open pill bottle on the ground, and then around the corner, she finds May, also on the ground.
Yeah. And the heart-wrenching
Oh my god.
screams that come from one Athena Grant, Angela
She
Bassett.
she is so good.
She is so
Actress
good.
of all time.
How did
So
they get
good.
her on this show?
And
I don't know.
playing a cop also.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
crazy.
Just and, like, she calls 911 and is just shaking and Boyd, she's eviscerated. And so am I, May Grant, precious angel baby,
Mhm. Yep,
baby girl.
and that's how we're gonna end episode number 2.
There's been a lot of suicide talk in the last 2
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
So many.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's episode 2 of 911, is we've got a potentially dead child of one of the main characters
Oof.
from an overdose, a self-inflicted overdose. Anyway,
Anyway, okay, so
so how did you like it?
I don't know, Mandy, tell me your thoughts.
My thoughts are just that I still really like Abby, and I also really, now that I know it's goes away at some point, I'm thinking about how much I like the multiple calls, multiple storylines weaving together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
I love having multiple calls because that's a
yeah.
shift. It's a day in the life rather than one fucking mess of a call. Yeah.
But no, I like Abby. I'm curious about some of the other characters. But in the same way that, like I talked about earlier, like I know from Tumblr what I think they're gonna be, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
Also, I
Okay.
just love Angela Bassett too.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Phenomenal.
phenomenal.
So
And
those
we'll
are my
never win
main
an
thoughts.
award for this show.
No.
Never.
Yeah. The darker tone of season 1 I always forget. and I always love it.
Yeah.
Just like people
It's
jumping off buildings, we're potentially getting sexually assaulted by our therapist,
we're talking about
teen
just drug
overdose.
overdoses and teen overdoses
Haven't even
and
gotten to hen
suicides
shit.
and haven't even gotten to hen shit, haven't even gotten to Bobby shit.
Fucking Chimney is about to get heave-hoed.
Oh yeah.
He is. We're just dipping our toe into Buck 1.0. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It gets way worse.
Gets worse
for
from here.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at it holistically, I think Buck has the best year out of all of them.
I think so. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does.
Buck's trauma is emotional and comes from learning. Hen's trauma is from being stupid. And Chimney's trauma is from trauma, and Bobby's trauma is from old trauma.
I'm kind of excited to, I mean, I'm always down to talk about Bobby's backstory.
Yes.
Because it's fascinating to me.
That's one of the things they really worked on.
Yeah.
And it does make me kind of curious just because of the way that the stories are currently being written. Bobby's backstory feels like a main character, and so does Abby's. But Athena's doesn't really. And so I'm trying to figure out like where we are right now, what they intended, what like the forecast was. I'm so curious.
Yeah. Well, they're like, well, it's Angela
And maybe
Bassett.
we can talk about it once we get through season 1.
It's Angela Bassett. We can't let her go.
Can't let her go.
Yeah, we gotta keep her here. And they do. They manage to keep her there.
Somehow.
The whole time.
The whole time.
I just assume like 90% of their budget at some point just goes to her.
Well, that's
probably
honestly an interesting question about budgets and actors.
Is this something you know the answer to?
No.
Okay.
No,
because the overriding question is,
yeah. If you have to cut an actor, why do you do it? How do you do it?
Yeah.
What kind of budget flexibility do you have? Where does it become impossible? Where does it become improbable?
I also don't know that that's actually like the question. This is so far ahead.
It may not be the question.
I don't know that it was budget.
I don't know.
I think they just wanted to do a little something something and then they got hosed on the response.
Yeah.
I think
they did a little something something.
I think
they didn't do it as well as they could have, and
I think
they got hosed.
I think Tim Minear just got out over his skis, thought he was gonna do like a big shakeup, thought he was being a showrunner of all time, and just fucked up.
The audience disagreed with him.
I think he fucked up and now people are like, oh, it's actually the budget. Like, oh, I don't think it was the fucking budget.
Yeah, I think, and Mandy, I'm sure you know what's going on. I'm sure we've talked about it. I'm sure that we will get there when we get there.
In 6 years.
In 6 years. Well, at the rate we're going, in 7 months.
We're gonna do this shit.
But like, season 9 has a ghost.
It's gotta go.
It's got a ghost.
Hey.
Like, we talk about haunting the narrative. Like,
I can presume who this may be.
You can presume.
Yeah.
You can presume. It's just, I am not there. I did not die. Okay, broski.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that is one of the few episodes I have watched in full, just because I saw
that is
fan
a terrible
response
choice.
online to it. Well, no, I saw so much fan response to it that I was like, ooh, this seems more than just people unhappy about an episode. I want to see like how bad it is. And of course, I like emotional attachment context, but I still got it. That was shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the skinny. I've never actually seen that episode.
Oh, really? Oh.
You know you're gonna have to watch it for this.
I am going to have to watch it, and I will watch it for you.
Great.
But
I watched season 6 of Glee for you, so.
Like, and we can cut this out or put it in a mini episode or do whatever, because it's definitely not season 1, episode 2. But I remember it was that arc, the lab arc was a 2-parter, and the first episode had aired, and it was kind of weird. And I'm like, okay, guys, I'm on vacation. Like, we're not going to deal with this. I'll watch it when the second part comes out. I'll give it the 2 episodes, see how they move the story. And the secondhand grief was so strong. It ruined my Easter vacation. My poor long-suffering husband got to learn a lot of lore that day. Yeah, I still have a lot of questions.
Don't we all?
Okay, so
the end of the episode. This is it. Oh my god, this episode is so fucking long. I'm so sorry.
We'll cut it out.
We should.
Bye.
This is the end. Thank you for listening. You can find us at patreon.com/fandomontherocks, and you can support us at at that place. There's bonus content, and then we'll catch you on the next episode where more stuff happens because it's 911.
You've been listening to 911 on the Rocks, a Fandom on the Rocks podcast. For more episodes, including Pack Dynamics and Glee on the Rocks, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever else you get your podcasts. To support the pod, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Fandom on the Rocks. Subscribers get early access, unbelievably long mini episodes, and even a postcard or two. Hang out with us on the internet on Tumblr, TikTok, and Instagram at Fandom on the Rocks. We'll talk to you later, but until then, don't say the Q word, okay?